Hey guys, Sandra, welcome back to the channel. So guys, we're all back to school, work, day centres. Now guys, I try to keep things positive and light, but this needs to be talked about. And guys, this comes from real life experience. So guys, this is a couple of phrases that if you have disability support agencies in your life, or even a independent support worker, I want you to question very carefully if they say these phrases. Some of these phrases, used in context, if a person has behaviours of concern or is in positive behaviour support plan, or even difficult and challenging behaviours or manipulative challenging behaviour, I can understand. I try to be pleasant, use my manners, but guys, some of my challenges are hidden. And so that, even in a disability specific environment, leads to challenges. This is the first phrase, is I had a staff member in my housing over the weekend challenge me about my diet. She thought it was funny to make a joke about my diet. When I challenged her on it, the joke, and why she thought that was appropriate, she started to realize. So the first one is if they run you down in front of housemates, clients, other participants, that is not on. Even if they're covering it, oh, but I'm joking, you shouldn't be so sensitive. No. If you're in a cell house, which is supported independent living, their focus should be on support. Independence comes second. Support is first. And so it doesn't matter how many people you've got in the house, ratios are legally enforceable. Now the next one is, but it's for your own good. We're doing this for your own good. Okay, if it's around hygiene, exercise, maintaining weight or losing weight, fair enough. But there is so much better ways that you could put that. I'm sorry we have to do this. It's in your plan. You'll feel so much better after this. Won't you feel good when you've accomplished this? And guys, as I said, support workers are human, but I am discovering that I've got some lovely human beings in my housing facility, absolutely ineffective workers. They'll pander to one or two other clients. I get the scraps of support. And I figured that I've sent emails off to my support coordinator, my parents are aware of it, other family members are aware of it. But I figured that we need to speak about this issue. Then the next one is questioning your family's decisions. This is one that I've had that it's taken, I think, post-lockdown, so 2001 to now, to get on the same page with my family. So the next one is, but you're an adult. You don't need approval. Sometimes you do need approval. It might be from family, it might be from friends, it might be legal approvals. Sometimes you do need approval. Then the other one is, but I'm your friend. And this one bugs me, is because if you're disclosing to a support worker that you're lonely, their next steps should be facilitating your peer group. Because at the end of the day, support work is a job. So what happens if you go on holidays? For females, getting pregnant, getting married, having an accident, having to move away. So yes, you can be friends with that support worker. You can have that dual relationship. But they shouldn't be saying to a vulnerable adult, don't worry about it, we're your friend. No. The other one is, when I have asked for help for some simple tasks, the response I've got in a cell house has been, oh, I don't have time. Why haven't you hired a commercial cleaner with your plan? Part of a cell house support worker's job is maintaining hygiene. So if you've got a 2-story house like I'm in, you need to be prepared to up and downstairs. And this is the other thing that bugs me. A lot of the support workers in the house don't realize that I need support, I am care resistant, that I will not ask for it until I am at wit's end. And so now this is the other one that bugs me. That you're responsible for. Yes, you should be responsible for those things. But if you go to housing management with a problem and you are made to feel like you are the problem, let me rest assure you, if you have gone through the proper processes, documenting, talking to your support coordinator, talking to support workers you trust, talking to family and friends you trust, if it's not a one-off occurrence, because we all have bad days, we all have bad shifts, they're saying, oh, but you're responsible for, there's a red to orange flag there, because you shouldn't be treated like the problem. Now, I'm not saying that they should pander to your every bloody whim, but you should be treated like you matter, like your concerns matter. This also can be a symptom of a wider problem in that organisation of in-groups and out-groups. And so that's the thing. Particularly I'm finding in my housing facility, the in-groups are the ones that are smokers. The out-groups are the ones that are much more engaged, who come down and engage with me, who put up with and defuse behaviours of concerns, jealousy, attention-seeking behaviours. We all do have attention-seeking behaviours. That is normal. Humans aren't meant to live life in isolation. That is the thing. If a support worker is saying, but just to give me a minute, give them a minute. I've actually had support workers forget I am home, question my disabilities, question my competencies, and gaslight me. So these are all warning flags as we start looking at day centres. So how do we avoid it? Well, sad reality, we can't. So this is why I'm going to say something controversial here. I'm actually pro-registration. We register nurses. We register CIANs. We register pharmacists. We have protections for these reasons. Then if we register support workers, yes, it's going to add up the cost in the long run. In the short term, in the long run, what's going to happen? Those who are in the industry as a uni job, as a starter job, for the money, because it's good hours, are going to question and get the training that they need to be an effective worker. Because being a support worker is not all unicorns and rainbows. If you're working in a house or with a HACS client, which is home and community, home, you need to be prepared to do housework. It's not all taking them out, coffees, cake as well. So housework, activities of daily living, personal care, meal prep. So developing hobbies, developing skills. Then, once those basics are ticked off, it's then working on things that are fun with them as well. So guys, I know this has been a controversial one, but guys, we need to start talking about this. We've had a Royal Commission, we've had a review. Now we need to add our voices to the conversation, because a lot of people are just hearing media noise about how much it's costing taxpayers, their abuse, how much people's packages cost. Now, that is because the price guide has become a gospel. Yes, if you're working with people with disabilities, there needs to be extra checks, balances, and support. But when we open up the market and make registration mandatory, we also register natural health providers. Anyone who sells vitamins and minerals that is in a natural health setting have to be registered. I don't understand why it's any different for support workers. If they are unwilling to get registered, you have to ask the question, why? Is it a cost? NDIA has said they'll help with the costing. There's grants out there. Is it, it's a restriction on us? No, it's more freedom and protection, actually. Is it, it's more time? If you're independent, you should be putting aside the time for notes, for bookkeeping, for accounting. But it takes away from my time with the client. It's on you to have decent time management. Every business has costs. I have costs with the YouTube. And so, guys, these are some phrases and behaviours from support workers and management I want you to look out for. So, lack of engagement. Telling you that when it's clearly not your fault, it is your fault. Saying, but you are. That has just negated everything else that they have said. But you are. No. So if you have a support worker, there is a diminished capacity. It might be physical, it might be mental, it might be emotional. Management needs to understand and respect that. Then, but so-and-so deserves more support. That doesn't mean you're any less worthy of support. That just means they can't get their ratios right. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Guys, as always, I do have the Patreon. Guys, let's build that community of like-minded people who want to take back ownership for the NDIS without ruining its core spirit as well. So guys, again, if you can like, share, subscribe, comment, particularly the subscription really helps the channel at the moment as well.